7 years after my wife's murder, I found a diary that changed everything. It's been over a decade since that day, but I still remember every second of it like it's etched into my bones. My wife, Mia, was the kindest soul I'd ever known. We met by chance on a rainy Thursday. She offered me an umbrella when I was stranded outside a bookstore, soaked and annoyed with life. That one gesture turned into a conversation, which turned into dinner, which turned into 5 beautiful years of marriage. She was light, laughter, the smell of fresh flowers in spring. She was everything. That day, I came home with takeout, Indian, her favorite. I had no reason to expect anything was wrong, but as soon as I opened the door, I felt it. Stillness, silence, a heaviness in the air. I found her lying on the floor of our bedroom, cold, gone. The scream that left my throat didn't sound human. The police came, sealed the house, started an investigation. The crime scene unit found no signs of forced entry, no fingerprints, no clues. Days passed, then weeks, then months. They told me it was a cold case. Eventually, it joined the ranks of forgotten files. I was numb. The post-mortem report revealed something I didn't expect. She was pregnant, about 4 weeks in. I didn't know. We'd been trying off and on, but she hadn't told me yet. I collapsed when I found out. 2 lives taken. 1 I didn't even get to meet. For 2 long years, I hoped the investigation would find something, anything, but nothing ever came. Life lost its color after that. I never remarried, I couldn't. That house became a tomb filled with ghosts, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Until 7 years later, I was packing to move out. As I was emptying the top shelf of the old bedroom cupboard, I found a small box tucked in the back. Inside was a book, leather-bound, a little worn, a diary, Mia's diary. I didn't even know she kept one. I opened it, and the first thing I saw was her handwriting. Soft, looping letters. I could almost hear her voice in them. She had documented everything. How we met, our wedding day, the beach on our honeymoon, that night we danced in the rain on our anniversary. Her love poured out on every page. I broke down and sobbed, holding the diary like it was her hand. But then, the tone started to shift. She started writing about confusion, guilt, temptation. And then she wrote a name. My father. At first I thought I was reading it wrong, but the entries got more detailed. She had been having an affair with him, my own father. She said she didn't plan for it to happen, that it started as emotional support while I was traveling for work and spiraled into something physical. She hated herself for it. And most crushing of all, the child she was carrying wasn't mine. I dropped the diary. I couldn't breathe. My insides felt like they were being torn apart. I wanted to forget. I wanted to scream. But I needed answers. I hired a private investigator. I didn't expect much. It had been years. But what he found broke me in a way I didn't think was possible. The investigator looped in a former homicide detective who still had access to parts of the old case files. Together, they tracked down one small but overlooked clue from the original crime scene, a smudge on the inside lock, which didn't belong to me or Mia. DNA confirmed it. It was my father's. They confronted him, reopened the case with new evidence, and eventually, he confessed. He murdered her. She had told him she couldn't keep the secret any longer, that she needed to come clean, that I deserved to know. She was planning to tell me the truth that evening, but he panicked. He was terrified of what it would do to his reputation, our family, his legacy. So he killed her, cold, calculated. He wiped everything down, disposed of his gloves, and left before I came home. My own father took away the love of my life and our unborn child, because he was too much of a coward to face the consequences of his own sins. He's in prison now. Life without parole. but no amount of justice will undo the damage. I live with the ghosts of that house, that diary, those lies. I just wish I had never found that box.